Elon Musk, SpaceX's CEO, sparked a Twitter frenzy when he said in a post, "I'm not saying there are UFOs, but there are UFOs." In prior research, the US government found strange UAP movement patterns or flight characteristics. The term unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, refers to UFOs. Does this mean Elon Musk has just confirmed the existence of aliens? Well, you'll have to watch the video to find out. Hey guys, welcome to another exciting video from Elon Musk Newest. In today's video, we'll talk about Elon Musk's warning to humanity for alien contact. But first, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Now let's get this started. The UAP phenomenon appeared to remain static in winds aloft, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly, or travel at great speed without obvious sources of propulsion, according to the study. On the other hand, Musk's current assessment of UFOs caused a social media frenzy, with Twitter users going on a meme binge. Despite the inconclusive nature of the UFO report, it said that UAP were most likely physical objects that were detected by radar, infrared, electro-optical, weapon seekers, and visual observation. The items also had distinct flight patterns, according to the assessment, and the UAP clearly indicates a concern for aviation safety. According to the study, the US administration should collect and analyze more data. He said, "I wonder how many dead one-planet civilizations are out there in the cosmos. Perhaps they're among us. I'm not sure. The universe looks to be 13.8 billion years old. The Earth is approximately 4.5 billion years old. The Sun will likely expand, evaporating the oceans and making life on Earth impossible, implying that if consciousness had evolved 10 times slower, it would have not evolved at all. If there are incredibly intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already watching us, and we're just not paying attention. Any advanced alien society interested in populating the galaxy without exceeding the speed of light, even if you're only going at 10 or 20% the speed of light, could occupy the entire galaxy in, say, 10 million years, maybe 20 million years. What are the most crucial steps in life's evolution? What criteria do you use to determine what is important? I believe that the lens of history is a useful guide here, because things that are less important tend to go away over time. What are the most significant aspects in the history of life? Oh, those are very important items. There is undoubtedly single-celled life, multicellular life, plants and animals. He stated this, for the creatures, things come out of the ocean, onto land, the emergence of mammals' consciousness, there are probably 10 or so large ones on that list. And on that list will also fit the first time life was extended to multiple planets. Extending life to another planet is a significant step forward. You must travel hundreds of millions of kilometers across incredibly harsh environments to a planet that is utterly different from anything you've evolved to live on, which is a massive quantum jump. That window is finally open now, after 4.5 billion years. This is a long time to wait, and it may not be open for much longer. I'm naturally hopeful, but there's a risk the window won't stay open for long. I believe that we should become a multi-fan civilization while that opportunity is still open, and we should do so immediately. Why aren't there aliens everywhere if there are so many planets and the universe is about 14 billion years old? This is one of the most difficult questions. What happened to them? Do you believe humanity will make contact with aliens in the next 50 years? That's a difficult one to answer. They're undoubtedly already watching us, and we're just not aware of it. The universe is teeming with aliens. So where have the aliens gone? And yeah, I believe Carl Sagan remarked something along the lines of, there are either a lot of aliens or none, and both are equally terrible. So where have the aliens gone? I'm referring to the invading ship / bug infestation. Isn't it possible that an alien society may regard us as a pest infestation? So here we are, similar to that planet. It was alright. It's currently being fumigated by a swarm of bugs. Okay, I'm from another planet. Look me up. He has my spaceship, I've just arrived in the heart of Times Square. I'll say something like, okay, alright, I'll hover above downtown Los Angeles. We were like, okay, we believe you. How often do you think about it? Even if you're thinking about interplanetary travel, you don't think about aliens. If they appear, I'm like, great, okay, I know this isn't your information, but the Mars thing is really, really important to the preservation of civilization or life as we know it. More than just, humanity, because of course, we bring life as we know it to Mars and there's no life that we can detect on the surface. An anticipated US investigation into UFOs has given new credence to a topic that has previously been regarded as fantastical. Those who have spent their careers researching the subject believe it will be a game changer. A giant jellyfish-shaped star that lit up the northern Soviet sky on September 20th, 1977 caused an international commotion at the time, made all the more intriguing by Russia's official state news service, TASS, providing unusually detailed coverage to eyewitnesses. According to since declassified records, this piqued the interest of the CIA, which documented the perplexing phenomenon in a secret assessment 2 days later, noting the semicircular pool of bright light, red in the middle and white at the sides, then formed in this shroud that would be visible from Finland to Vladivostok. The Kremlin initiated a probe into the dazzling lights over Petrozavodsk right away. Less impressively, but no less important, China secretly accepted the work of a little-known UFO investigation bureau, formed 3 years later by a student at Wuhan University in response to thousands of unexplained aerial encounters across the country. Beijing accepted it, forming the government-sponsored China UFO Research Organization, or CURO, as a part of the Academy of Social Sciences. Similarly, the CIA probed the move at the time, noting that the organization's leader advertised one of its themes at a conference in the Chinese capital as looking for organisms that might be residing in other solar systems. For so-called ufologists, these occurrences were both tremendously momentous and painfully frustrating. Despite some of the world's most powerful governments' apparent recognition that extraterrestrials may exist and merit government-backed scientific examination, none published public records that looked to take the matter seriously. For the first time, this is about to change. It is widely regarded among UFO researchers that other countries are waiting for the US to take the lead on this study, says Ian Dubin, a Hong Kong-based UFO researcher. Who knows what might happen? As proven by now famous sightings in Roswell, New Mexico, and elsewhere, America will always claim to be at the vanguard of the international hunt for extraterrestrial life. However, the United States now has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a significant contribution to ufology and forever transform the public's view of it. On Friday, the findings of a government-wide study into the cases of documented but unexplained aerial occurrences and what may have caused them are due to be delivered to Congress. Some elements of the study have already leaked, showing that, despite some intriguing encounters, Washington is not about to expose the existence of little green men. Those who have spent their careers researching extraterrestrials, on the other hand, believe the reports, and the legitimacy bestowed upon the subject will have a long-term impact on a field study that was previously disregarded as based on imagination and conspiracy. Many members of UFO groups and the general public now believe they can discuss the subject without being mocked. Claes Swan, chairman of the Archives for the Unexplained in Sweden, one of the most comprehensive digital collections of UFO sightings and government studies into them, concurs. Of course, it has an immediate impact on society and how we approach the problem. That's something I'm interested in. That is something I admire. The effect, according to Swan, is immediate and double. Military pilots, who are generally among the first to encounter such phenomena due to the advanced equipment on board their planes, will now be considerably more likely to report incidences once the taboo surrounding the issue is lifted. Indeed, the American report concentrates significantly, if not totally, on unexplained military aircraft sightings. According to Swan, the publication of the report will most likely push other nations, most notably China and Russia, to become far more willing to declassify information that would otherwise remain classified due to the legitimacy offered by the US study. Swan, who began investigating the subject in 1974, said it will be a lot easier for us in the future to acquire a report, meet with people, and get them to talk because of this. The latest report is not the first time the United States has investigated unidentified flying objects. Project Blue Book was launched by the Defense Department in the 1950s, led by the Air Force and headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. Despite having analyzed thousands of encounters, it was closed down in 1969. A team led by physicist Edward Condon at the University of Colorado, tasked with evaluating its findings, finally discarded the entire effort, believing that any research into UFOs was unlikely to produce substantial scientific discoveries. That brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.